What is up, Nerdgenic Nation, and welcome to the Mandalorian Season 3 stream. Feel like I haven't streamed in honestly so long. It feels kind of weird to be back, but also I'm like crazy excited. Not only because it's a show that I've been crazy looking forward to for a long time, it's probably one of my favorites, at least as of late. I mean, The Last of Us has definitely taken the top spot in the recent times, but I mean, more Pedro Pascal, I guess masked now, but either way, I'm super excited. I'm glad you could join me if you are here with me live. If you're watching this on replay, still thank you. Either way, make sure you hit like and subscribe and ring that bell notification down below so you don't miss out when they do go live, because these are happening every single Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, I have to think in so many different time zones sometimes because of work and all these other things. I'm from the West Coast, so whenever I reach out to my parents, it's 3 hours in difference. Some of my bosses work in Central Time Zone, some of them working still in the East Coast, so I'm international, global. Never know what I'm going to be doing next. But welcome to the stream. I am your host. Whoops. I hit the wrong button. I apologize for that. I got my buttons mixed up. Let's try that again. There we go. I am your host and resident superhero nerd, Aaron Waller. Welcome to the stream. Super excited, like I said, to be here. Mandalorian Season 3. I feel like this has been like the longest. I think there's usually been about a year, I think, between Mandalorian episodes, if I'm not wrong. So I think this one was 2 years. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I know that it started, I want to say Disney Plus started in 2019, 2018 maybe. So we got that, like, that was like the main draw, right? For the initial Disney Plus push. And then I think the second season was 2020, if I'm not wrong. And now here we are in 2023, March, which is absolutely wild. But we're excited. We're pumped. I've got sounds, not all the sounds that I want, but let's go ahead and play a few just so we can go ahead and get used to them, as well as say hello to everyone in the room. So we've got Nerd Affiliated in the house, so we have to give, of course, a
hello there.
How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Who else do we have? We have the Rambling Nerd. Oh, the 1-2 punch of Nerd Affiliated. Whoops.
Hello there.
There we go. Got another hello there. Let's see what's up. So, Big Baller with the Apple headphones. Hard work pays off. Sometimes. Sometimes. So, we've also got some new sounds. I've tried to keep it very Mandalorian themed, I suppose, but they're not technically from the Mandalorian, or at least Star Wars, I guess, in general. So we have this one, which was from a Pedro Pascal interview, I think on like Late Night with Seth Meyers, which is also kind of referring to an SNL skit that he did. So we have this one.
I can't believe it died.
Just in case, we have to keep, I can't believe it died. Just in case somebody dies. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody's going to die during this show. Unfortunately, probably not Boba Fett. But that's somehow going to get a season 2, somehow, some way. But the best thing about Boba Fett was Mandalorian, so who's to say? But we have our third and final sound. We have, again, similar sound, but this one is going to be the catchphrase of catchphrases, which is...
This is the why.
This is the why. This is the way, indeed. All right. I have to get more sounds. I have to get, like, the air horn one, the... I got to get that one. I got to get just the customary sort of normal, this is the way. I think I should get that one into the soundboard. Let me know in the comments or the live stream chat what sounds you think need to be on the soundboard for this series, and we will try to incorporate them. This is Mando Season 3, Episode 3. Season 3, Episode 3? Is that what I said? Season 3, Episode 1. What did I say? Chapter 17. What did I say? I don't know. I hope it's not episode 3 because I missed out on a lot. No, you're crazy. I see only one episode here. All right, so let's go ahead and whoops, and it just decided to go ahead and jump into the episode. Let's go back. Before we get started though, let's talk about Mandalorian in general. Obviously, I kind of mentioned that I obviously loved the series, or do love the series. A little bit of a disclaimer: I'm not the foremost person in the Star Wars community. I don't know everything. So 9 times out of 10, I will get something wrong, maybe not remember a character's name. I wanted to binge the first 2 seasons before jumping into season 3, and I ran out of time. So we're just going to have to go all in, just hopefully there's a recap at the beginning because I don't really remember it. And we'll go from there. I mean, it's episode 3 because of his 2 episodes. Oh, fair. Okay. Good point. Good point that it is technically, supposedly, episode 3. I like Bad Batch more today. I heard it was better. Again, I'm not the world's authority on that. I haven't watched any Bad Batch, unfortunately. It's been so hit and miss, and you guys are not really convinced that I need to see it. Haven't seen Bad Batch yet. They got away from me. I feel you. I didn't get to see the 7th episode of The Last of Us until just before this stream. I was wrapping it up as I was setting up here, so I am way behind. But I think without further ado, we go ahead and jump into it. Hopefully there's a recap. I don't really exactly remember. I remember where things were left off a little bit from Boba Fett. There was the sort of like Luke training, I think, at the end of season 2, which, Mando got Grogu back, or was that in Boba Fett? I don't even remember. Regardless, we're excited to be back and have all these things back and incorporated and have some awesome, good, fun times. It's all about the vibes. Didn't see the Apple headphones. Oh yes, thank you. So yes, we do have the new headphones. I think didn't I have these headphones the last time I was streaming? So at some point in the She-Hulk series, because I got them. I want to say I got them in like September or October of 2022. And I think that was running like in August. So maybe I didn't have it then. I thought I used it for something. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I used it on Nerd Affiliated's live stream. Maybe that's where I used them. I don't recall. But yes, they will be featured or at least being used. Now that I'm wire free on that stuff, I can do all sorts of motion and not feel like I'm stuck in a box. So that's nice. So I think we should go ahead and get into it. Just go ahead and start the episode. The way that it works, in case you all forgot, we do have some information, which is going to be the episode time code right up above my noodle there. I'll say 3, 2, 1, go. I'll press play on my device. You'll press play on your device. There'll be a timer up there. So as long as you try and stay as close as possible to that timer, we should be A-okay and everything should be gravy. And then at the end of the episode, we'll talk about it, give it a grade. We'll all have a consensus on what we feel about the episode. And we'll look forward to episode number 2. So I think without further ado, we should just go ahead and jump in. I'm guessing this will be it. Okay. So everybody, fingers on buttons, fingers on remotes, whatever you want to call it, to get ready to play. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's play The Mandalorian. I'm not skipping the recap because I genuinely don't remember some of this stuff. I remember the Bo-Katan. He got the Darksaber. He was using it, I think, in Boba Fett. Oh yeah, he's going to Mandalore, so we're going to get a lot more Mandalorians. This is the way. Oh, wait, I got to use the soundboard. Hold on.
This is the why.
There we go. This is the why. Yeah, I needed the recap too. I genuinely don't remember most of this stuff. I think I'm still going to go back and watch season 1 and 2 again during this week, hopefully between episodes 1 and 2 that we have of season 3 here, and everything will just start clicking in place. Oh, and I gotta watch obviously the Boba Fett episodes because there had 2 or 3 episodes in there that were pretty good, or Mandalorian focused, I should say. The best guy. Also, let me know if I sound okay or if there needs to be any adjustments. I turned off the music for this live stream primarily because I didn't know if it was distracting. If you guys want it back, let me know, and we'll bring it back. Rewatched season 2 finale last night. Episode was so good. Boba ruined that a bit. Yeah, Boba was a rough watch, but Mando, Big on Mando. Is she making a Beskar shovel? Or a new helmet? Is she making Grogu a helmet? Or his little Mando armor? Or is she making a spear or like an axe or something? Definitely looks like some armor. Who's it for? Is that going to be Bo-Katan's new helmet? Oh, they're getting the whole initiation. Don't tell me that's who I thought it was. Standing out. Oh, that helmet's too small. It's a kid. That helmet has a lot bigger visor than all the other ones, does it not? Well, I guess that red and white one has a little bit of a bigger one too. So that's Bo-Katan. There's the... Oh no! Hold on one second, folks. Uh-oh. I lost my headphones. 1 second. Keep it going. Disregard me.
I swear on my name.
Sorry if you guys heard that. I might be a little bit off on time because it paused my... No, we're good. Okay. This is the way.
This is the why.
This is the why. So many kids. Can we talk about how he's going to drink this? I'm assuming he's drinking it. Oh, snap. The heavy armored Mando is amazing. It's pretty cool. See, like, I feel like I'm way more interested in learning about the Mandalorians than I am about basically all the clones in the Bad Batch, which I think is why I've kind of not been super wanting to even see it. Give the kid a jetpack. Jurassic World crossover. It does look like Jurassic, the one that they had in the Shamu tank in Jurassic World. That's a good point. Oh, even got the little GoPro POV action on that one. Yeah, as if that giant creature wouldn't just rip all their arms out of their sockets or something like that. Do I see critters like that in Florida? I mean, you can find them. Not that big, but... Oh, I'm sure there's some good size ones, but I've only usually seen small ones. And not nearly as aggressive. Though I wouldn't put it past them that they are out there. This armor doesn't really... Where are we going here? All praise to Mando. Well, I guess I don't know if I can call him Mando anymore because they're all Mandalorians, I suppose. Do I just call him Din Djarin now? Like, what are they gonna call him? With his little Naboo fighter. I 100% agree. Way better than Boba Fett. Definitely a big bonus so far. Sup, y'all? Like, chills. Just chills on this first 5 minutes, 7 minutes, sorry. It's a short episode, so I'm I'm in, man. Hey. Like a bantha. Boba would domesticate that thing. Yeah, like a bantha. Write it. Isn't that what it was? The Creed. Dun 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 dun. I gotta get that as a soundbite too. Do we know where he got that? Is that a new thing? That show's hard to get through. True. Amanda was like, so they. I'm not gonna say that here. I mean, technically, I guess they would, right? But it's still there. Oh, Russell, I didn't give you the welcome.
Hello there.
I missed that one. Sorry. Is this all heading just towards a gigantic Pedro Pascal thirst trap that he has to go bathe in the waters? There must be a clause, I suppose, for the baby Mandos. How are you going to bring back proof that you were there? Are you just going to take a selfie? Like, hashtag at the the waters of Mandalore. Where are they even hiding out? Because they're not on the same place that they were before, were they? He has to record himself. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Or maybe it's just like Grogu will have to witness it and then he'll pass along the memories of some kind. Oh, and by the way, we found out that there was a year, I think it was like a year or 2 years that they said that was between when Grogu was with Luke last season or during the Boba Fett times. Is that a space squid? Thank God it's not Tatooine. I mean, they probably wrote that in there, but they're like, we've heard enough about it. The Tatooine. Well, I definitely miss his other ship when he could like stretch out a little bit more, but this one it does have like the midlife crisis Corvette sleek aesthetic to it. So I guess there's that. Came in late. Thanks for not calling me out. Not a problem. We want to make sure everybody who does come in is welcomed, acknowledged. So I just dropped the ball. Again, it's been months since I've been streaming. I'm not used to it anymore. Got to get all the buttons right. That's very vague. So I'm guessing based on the intro, we're meeting with Carl Weathers' character. Again, name escapes me. If it is the same place, it's definitely got more upgraded since the last when him and Cara Dune took over. It's a trap. I know that's not him. I know it's not Akbar, but you know what I'm saying. Was that a Salacious Crumb Creatures? Holy cow, that's a deep cut. White 3PO. Was I not just saying that? What's with the band? Gotta get the band back together. Oh, there was that robot. I forgot about the robot who saved everybody and like not drowned, but like went into the magma. I think that was season 1 finale. Wow, my man really got decked out. I want him to do the Predator uh, with Dylan. You son of a. I know that's not what they were going to do, but would have been funny. I feel like that's what everyone's reaction. Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda. His name is Grogu. Whatever. Do outtakes where they call him Apollo or such. Oh, there's Candy. Apollo, I'm sorry. Pirates. Sounds like a job for Mando. Aren't these the guys from Boba Fett? Whoops. Sorry for bumping everything. Mando's just waiting to, like, shoot first. Let him loose. Let him loose. Oh, it's a standoff. It's a duel. I mean, I'd let Mando step in. He has the Beskar armor. I suppose it's a pride thing and a stand your ground type of thing. I don't really know. The makeup looks pretty cool though. Has to show he's still the man. Good point. Gotta give that from the hip shot. I'm gonna guess Vane may have some relation to Cad Bane, but that could be a stretch. Yeah, no trifling. We rode her out. I forgot they captured Gideon. I have a theory. Have a theory. He ain't back. Beg your pardon? Wasn't that one voiced by Taika Waititi before? Interesting that they're taking the statue. I wonder if Taika Waititi is actually going to be involved here. By the jet black hair with the gray beard. It's just for men in space. Don't worry about it. This feels like a little bit of a stretch. Like they couldn't have just gone with somebody else or a different droid. I like how all the lights and everything work, despite him going into a river of lava. Yeah, that's definitely, Uh-oh. Way to go, you made a robot zombie. And we now have the droid we can trust. Oh, Mando with the puns? There are prayer droids that he doesn't trust. Mando can do it all. It's a lie. That's kind of what they did. Hopefully a little less dented. Is that what's his name? Wasn't his name Babu Frick? From I know everyone hated Rise of Skywalker, but wasn't that the guy that fixed 3PO? Back to the trash. Hey, let's not quite go back to trash yet. Let's give it a chance. Let's see where they're going here. Yeah, I got that. That was the guy. You don't have to translate everything. We have our first side quest, ladies and gentlemen. Is he hugging him? As the father of a toddler, I can tell you that's pretty much exactly what it's like. He can do it. It might be a little bit broken when it gets there, but as long as they can fix that, I mean, there's a chance. Doesn't he have a little bit of chainmail now? Yeah, he's got to get his side quest, man. At least we get a cool little space fight here. Plus, we have to play up the comedy angle of Grogu not having a seatbelt. This is very reminiscent of, I think it's like, I want to say that opening fight in episode 3? Did he just get back up, or was that something else? Oh, hey, spinning. That's a good trick. Drift lazily to the left. He's gonna take you out Hitman style, like one at a time. He was very calculated with 3 shots and then just starts firing rogue. Thinking Obi-Wan, Jango, and the Clone Wars, I think. Oh, maybe that's what it is. But didn't they use the Naboo fighter at the beginning of episode 3? I know it wasn't the asteroid battle, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. It's literally a pirate ship in space. It's like the Swamp Thing of space. Hang on. Whew, that was a close one. Are those the same pirates? Correct me if I'm wrong. From Django, or not Django, Django. From Boba Fett that he was talking about. Jedi ships Anakin and Obi-Wan were in had to fight through a heavy field of ships and some droids that attached their ship. Yeah, I remember that one. Loving the practical effects. Yeah, I just meant more in regards to just like the Naboo fighter, I suppose, doing a space battle. That was really the only connection I guess I had to that. We're always happy to see a new planet, even if it's mostly water and just raining. Because what is it? We hate sand. It's rough, coarse, gets everywhere. Oh, went to visit Bo-Katan. Interesting. Whoops. Yeah. What of it? You can come. She got dumped in like the worst way because she wasn't just a single person, it was an army. Can't believe they all left. Wow, that was fast. Well, we knew it was only a 30-minute episode or 35 minutes. 90% sure they don't show previews or gonna have anything after. Gonna quickly scrub through. We'll enjoy the art in the meantime. Dun, 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 dun. It doesn't look like there's anything, but we'll let it play for just a minute just to be sure. In the meantime, though, make sure you think about what you would give this episode in terms of a grade. We're going to grade it 1 through 10. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put in my grade really quick. I think I'll go with that. Music in this series is fire. Since the first season, I've wanted this theme song to play pretty much any time I enter a building or go through a doorway, just to sort of announce my arrival. I've yet to have it actually happen, but hopefully one day the timing is gonna be perfect, and we'll find that magical moment. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, doesn't look like we have anything. I just want to confirm. Looks like we're good. Oh, Andor. I never even watched Andor, guys. That's how bad I am at all this stuff. So we're going to go ahead and stop the timer. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to take out the timer. We're going to get rid of the time code. And then we shall put up the... Yep, episode 1 grade. There we go. All right, so let's talk about this episode. I liked it. It had a really good strong start with the Mandos sort of fighting that giant alligator, for Jurassic World dinosaur, whatever you want to call it, lack of a better phrase. That was really cool. I like that. Everything else was kind of okay. I know people are probably not going to like the whole thing with the Babu Frick aliens, the little tiny guys fixing the robot, but I thought it was kind of funny watching Mandos kind of sit there normal sized in their tiny shop. I don't know why I thought that was kind of interesting. And just the sort of dumb comedy, I suppose, that was Carl Weathers translating despite him being able to clearly understand what they were saying. I thought that was kind of funny. The space battle was actually kind of cool. I didn't mind it so much. Kind of showed the flex of Mando and his ship not being so heavy or as big as the previous version, which, what was the name of his ship? I'm going to look it up very quickly. Razor Crest, that's what it was. The Razor Crest, which was a fantastic ship. I hope we get to see that again someday. But, or at least the version 2.0 that he'll hopefully build with a little bit of this little ship. Maybe you can like detach it, very Batwing or whatever you call it, whatever you want to consider it as, for the future. So I think that would be really cool. The series is definitely setting him up for side quests to complete in order to get to the main quest. Well, I guess the side quest he kind of ignored almost, right? I mean, the whole thing with the droid, like he fixed it, but then like he needs a chip, but then he went and saw Bo-Katan and still is headed to Mandalore versus looking for the chip in order to help him get to Mandalore. It's kind of a weird thing, right? I don't really know what episode 2, or I guess chapter 18, if you want to call it that, is really going to entail from there. So that really doesn't make sense. Razor Crest, yeah, you knew. With my son, yeah, exactly. 4-year-olds love to just do whatever they do. Heard Andor was good too, but haven't seen it. Yeah, same. I heard Andor had its ups and downs. I think that's kind of the MO for Star Wars as of late. Andor, Bad Batch, just haven't really had any interest. And I feel like with Andor, it's a tough sell for me personally, just because we already know everything that's going on in Rogue One. We've already had that, so going back in this direction just feels weird. Like it's tapping that resource just to give Diego Luna more screen time, I guess, is more what it's about. But I shouldn't knock it. I haven't seen it. That's just kind of my initial thoughts on it. But my theory. Let's talk about a theory. Oh, Do you guys want theory first about what's going to happen with that city, or do you guys want the grade first? Because I think I got a grade ready to go, locked and loaded for you guys. Let's just give the grade, and then we'll go to the theory, because I feel like that's a more natural progression. So, the grade that I'm going to give episode 1 is going to be an 8 out of 10. Now, I know that might be a little bit of a tough sell, but I feel like with the excitement of Mando finally being back, he's back with Grogu, they're kind of on a mission, and just sort of the scope of this season and the direction it's going to be going, the fact that we have a, in my opinion, very clear objective as to what's going to be happening in the season, as opposed to previous seasons, because that was very much episode by episode. He was doing side quest after side quest, essentially, with that sort of longer story arc not really being known until roughly halfway through the season or longer. Now with this season, it seems like it's opposite, where we're going to have, very much the main story. There is going to be side quests, obviously, throughout, which is just sort of par for the course at this point. But I feel like it's going to make a lot more sense to give a strong story direction and then kind of work with it from there. But overall, I like the episode. I think that it was a pretty solid. I won't say it's like perfect, because I don't know. It's just a little bit of a tough sell. I thought the pirates thing was a little bit weird. But it was also very nice to see a new variety of creatures, both old and new, that we got to see a couple of creatures we've seen before in this episode. So there was a little bit of a positive, at least. Kind of not sure how to feel about the IG-11 or whatever coming back, to be quite frank with you. Not really sure what to think about that. I feel like it's kind of a cop-out, but hopefully we'll see where that goes. So overall, still really good. I'm still excited. Going to be excited for week after week. Mando, thankfully, has been a lot stronger than a few other series that we've streamed here on this channel, including things like Book of Boba Fett, which was a lot more of a miss than a hit, despite those Mando episodes, and a couple other things like way back in the day when we did Titan Season 3. But I'm still excited, and it's still going to be an awesome time, and I can't wait for next week's episode. So make sure you tune in, like, subscribe, ring the bell notification for that. So let's get to the theory. My theory is that they were saying that city needed basically a marshal, right? Or a protector to some degree. Only one person comes to mind, folks. Only one person. Anybody want to guess in the chat before I go ahead and reveal that? Who my theory is on who they're going to bring in. It's not going to be Mando. He's not going to be tied down to just a single city. Sevens across the board. Okay. Felt a little bit stronger for me. I think there's something about that Beskar that just starts shining in my eyes, and then I just go blind. I just love the Beskar armor so much. But let me know who you think. I'm just curious to see if you guys are catching my wavelength here as to what character should be taking over to guard this city of, what was the name of it? It started with an N. See, this is how terrible I am. I just watched this episode. I want to say it was Navir, something with an N that was like that. I'll find it. Probably way too late. Episode. I don't know. I can't find it right now. I'm not gonna. Oh, Navarro. That's what it was. It was Navarro. Was the name of the city. No guesses, guys. No guesses for any characters. I don't think you mean this guy, but Cobb Vanth. That was exactly who I was talking about. Good job to Rambling Nerd. I don't have a clapping sound. I got to get that incorporated. But that's exactly who I was thinking of. He's already used Mando armor. He's very much that protector character. He protected an entire city way back in the day. That's the only logical person who I can think of that we can bring back Cobb Vanth, who a lot of people liked, and that could possibly work in this sort of system. It just makes a lot of sense to me. And if they get somebody else, they get somebody else, right? But it's just, the parts are clicking. It's just like he's had that look. He's had the sort of deputy sheriff-esque mannerisms about him from that episode in season 2. So I think that it's definitely got to be Cobb Vanth one way or another. I don't know if you guys agree with me. Might be a little bit of a stretch, but I think the chances are there. You think he'd abandon his Tatooine town, though? I mean, they were pretty wrecked from what I remember in that episode. I don't remember exactly what happened. I remember they were fighting the sort of big creature, and then they kind of got invaded, and a lot of them were killed. So maybe they would migrate to this town that obviously has a lot more growth, a lot more possibilities, a lot more protection, and Cobb Vanth gets a job. I feel like that makes the most sense moving down the line. But yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Great job. I gotta have a cool sound for that, right? Oh, I should have used this when the space pirates were dying.
I can't believe it died.
I can't believe it died. Honestly, have no idea. Well, cat's out of the bag, I suppose. We have spoiled it. But I love his character, though. I think he's got the swagger. I think he's got everything we need to potentially continue that story. But I think the main thing is obviously we got to get to Mandalore and sort of redeem himself. And I just want some more time with the Beskar, or it's not the Beskar, excuse me, the Darksaber, trying to figure that thing out. I thought the training sessions, I think it was in Boba Fett, was it Boba Fett? I think it was Boba Fett that he trained with the Darksaber with the other Mandalorians. I think that's probably got to be some incorporation. Somehow we're going to bring back in Moff Gideon. He's probably going to escape or, buy his way out of being in trouble. But there's a lot of potential, and I'm super excited for whatever is going to be happening in this season. So let me know your guys' thoughts. A couple people here gave me their grades, which is awesome. But if you're watching this on replay, I would love to hear your thoughts on the episode as well. And what you're thinking about the season or what you're going to predict for it, what you're most looking forward to. I hope that they show Grogu in his little chainmail that he got, that Mando left for him as a present that... I think he was wearing it at the end of that sequence once he got it, but I have to refresh my memory. But either way, those are the thoughts. Had a great time with you guys. Thank you so much if you were here with me live for joining. If you're watching this on replay, again, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. Hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification if you haven't already. Olafin as a lawman just works. It's true. Wasn't there like another show where he was a lawman? I think it was Justified, I think was the name of it. I don't recall. I think it was on like USA or something like that. But yeah, 100% totally works. Grogu is wearing it. You'll see it under his collar. Oh, you see it under his collar. I missed it, but good to know that he's got that little extra protection, I suppose, if needed. But yeah, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. If you want to check out some more content, have tons of new content. My super controversial Ninja Turtles video that just came out yesterday. It's blowing up for all the best and I don't want to say worst reasons, but apparently it's controversial for whatever reason. So check out that video. We've also got some other great content. History of is coming back with a full force as I gather more characters to talk about. And Fast and Furious videos, Flash videos, all sorts of different stuff that we have on the channel. So make sure to check it all out. And be here next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern for episode number 2, chapter 18 of The Mandalorian season number 3. But I've been your host and resident superhero nerd, Aaron Waller. Thank you guys so much again for joining me. It was a blast. Missed doing this with you guys, and I can't wait to do it again next week. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And we hope to see you in the next video. Peace.